Mama, go play downstairs, please.
Okay, we should be live. So, anybody have questions on the homework or the preparation work?
You know, for some reason, when maybe I'm missing a step or something like that, but when I was doing when I put the data set into the ANOVA thing, for some reason my degree of freedom I didn't realize how to figure out how to get it or something like that. I don't know.
Well, it should do it by itself.
But it doesn't calculate the T statistic, right?
Because I think the degree, it said like 122, and on the answer key it said 2,120 or something like that.
Yeah,
this was on a specific question. What number is it, Robert? Or I mean, Jeremy, sorry.
It's okay.
So my question was, if we put all this data in and tried to, on one of the other things to get the T scores, then I wondered if if we would get that number, because I didn't get that number either.
Well, it's a different test. You can't switch tests.
No, but like, could we put that data in to get each individual T score and then add them together? Is that how we can do it? Or should it, because there's nowhere on there for it to give us a T score.
Well, you shouldn't have a T score.
The F is the T score, I think.
Yeah, the F is the equivalent of it.
Yeah. There's different. Let me see if I can find. It's about time to pull this little tool out. Let me see if I can find it somewhere in your content. There's a flow chart, if I can find it. Because my thing's different than yours. I have a hard time sorting what I as a TA and / instructor can see and what you guys can see.
Okay, Jeremy, while she's looking that up, what number were you struggling with so we can at least find it on ours?
So if you're in section part 2, number...
In the reading?
The individual prep. Individual
okay.
prep. Part 2, letter under number 4, letter E. It says state the degrees of freedom.
Oh.
And then on the individual prep, I think it says like 2,120.
I think it says 2 and 120. Okay. So they're two numbers.
Yes, it's two different numbers. That's right.
I did the same thing as Jeremy because I was like, this isn't right.
I thought you were supposed to use.
So the first number is.
Maybe you're supposed to solve something for it afterwards, and that's what it was giving me. I didn't even put it together that it was the two different numbers.
So they're two different numbers. The first one, and according to the lesson, they have to be in a very specific order. So the first one is the degrees of freedom between groups, and then the second one is within the groups.
Yeah.
So there's actually going to be two different numbers on all your degrees of freedom.
Awesome.
I should have caught that.
That was really dumb.
No, that's fine. Because they just separated the two numbers by a comma and no space. It's 2020. So that's I can see
I
that
think I'm good for now. Yeah.
Okay, got it. So go to your content, and then I think it's at the very bottom. It says resources, or close to the bottom. It's almost time to start final project. Woo. Statistical methods table and flowchart.
Okay.
And then do the chart. You can look at them both. I prefer the chart. You can do the table if you want. And so you kind of have to fill this out But if you
Oh.
want to fill it out and send it to me, I'll check it and make sure that it's in. You can use this chart and put notes in around and use it as your one-page notes. You can't like have it as a separate piece of paper, but you can use it as part of your notes.
All right.
Let me
Okay.
share my screen and show you in case you haven't pulled it up yet. It looks like this. And so let me look for my filled out one and you can see what it looks like. I don't remember where it is. Crap. I don't know where I hid all my old stuff. Fall. This is fall of 16. I want fall of 15. One of these is the right one and one's the wrong one. I always pull up the wrong one first. Oh, yep, wrong one. So you put in what kind of tests they are into those boxes, and then you can put in the details as far as what each one needs.
Okay.
So these are your hypotheses. You know, you obviously fill. Oh my goodness! You obviously fill in the blank here. This is like depending on your problem. This one is always 0. This one, these two are always equal to each other. You know, so you can fill this out and send it to me, and I can make sure that you've got the right information on yours.
Okay.
Could you scroll down again real quick just so I could see the bottom part one more time?
I closed the one that was filled in.
Oh, okay.
But so when I took it, office hours were still required, and so my instructor, which was not Brother Colson, had an office hour, and he went through this and filled it in with us. And so maybe we can do that too, if you guys want. He just made us come up with the information rather than just feeding it to us, you know.
Right. So is that going to be, I mean, is that more or less just information that we're going to need, you know, just to keep everything straight? Or will there be, our final exam, will it include everything?
Every exam includes everything that you've had up to that point.
Okay.
So the second exam will have a little bit of what from the first exam, but the way things build, you've got to know it all anyway. And so it's not like an old history chapter that really doesn't pertain anymore. This builds on each other, and I think that sheet would be helpful to, I mean, because you obviously haven't learned half of it, but up to the point where you've learned, you can use that on your exam as part of your page of notes.
Okay.
But you just have to make sure that it's filled in right.
Right.
You can go in and write down that kind of stuff. And
Okay.
fill it out.
Awesome. Thanks.
But let me know. I'm gonna do an email to everybody because not everybody knows that that's there in the resources. But it's there for everybody. My first semester, I don't think it was there in iLearn 2 for everybody to go get. Because I think it was emailed out. But they've added it to the blank one anyway. To the thing. But my instructor told me that if we filled it out, we could send it to him, have it checked, and that we could use it on the test for, the front side of our page of notes. So we could make notes in the margins and whatever, and use it as our page of notes. And I'm sure
Okay.
Brother Fulton would do the same way. So we
Awesome.
used what I've told in my other semesters the same thing.
Cool. All right. Okay. Let's see. Does anybody else have any questions before we go on to the quiz?
No.
All right. So we'll go ahead and pull it all up, start it. Did you guys have any problems getting onto iLearn, or is it just because I'm in a different time zone that I had so many problems?
I didn't have any problems.
I didn't have any.
Did you? But she was trying at like 3:00 Mountain Time.
Yeah, I got up early, and it was down from 5 till about 10 my time, so up till 8 your time. So,
I saw other people on the Facebook thing say they were frustrated with it. I don't believe you were the only one.
Yeah, I got on a group meeting at 8:15 and it was up. So it probably right around 8 it came back on for us.
So I don't think I think it's more like that my BYUI that was the problem rather than just iLearn.
right. So, all right. I'm hoping you guys can fill out questions 1 and 2 by yourself. Okay, so number 3. I would say that is true.
That's what I say too.
Okay, number 4.
I think it's all of them, right?
I don't think the sample means have to be positive. It said that the Z or the F scores all had to be positive, but it didn't say anything about the sample means, did it?
Oh, I don't know. I just remembered it said positive, so I was like, oh, I think it's that, but I'll go back and read it.
I think it was just the F scores had to be positive.
You're probably right.
And as far as the variance, they don't have to actually be equal, but they have to
Yeah,
be
it
like
says that-
relatively, or I don't know how.
Yeah, I know, close, I guess they said, but it just, yeah, it says the values of F are never negative. That's probably where I got that then.
Okay, and the variance, isn't that when it's like the largest variance cannot be greater than or equal to 4 times the smallest variance? Is that what it is?
Sure.
Yeah, but I think it says specifically in the chapter, it says variances are equal in each group.
Yeah, it does.
And that's how they define it.
Yeah, that's one of the
if it's-
requirements, is the variances are equal, and then it says what the rule is. If the largest variance is less than or equal to 4 times the small variance.
Okay, so they're considered equal if it's 4 times or less.
Yeah.
Okay. So then it would be number 2 and 3, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The next one's the QQ plot, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess
This
we
is
already
what
talked
you were
about this
just
one,
saying,
huh?
the second one, right?
Yeah. All right, so that'd be the second one. Okay. All right. I need a little piece of paper. Let's see. So it'd be 1, 2, 1, 4. That's 7? Is that right?
How did you get 7?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
So, okay, so you're going to have to, so if you have 4 different samples, you're going to test these 2 together, then these 2 together, and then these 2 together. So that's 3 different tests. But then you got to do these 2 together, and then these 2 together, and that's 2 more. And then you have to do these 2 together, and then these 2 together. You know what I mean? So you have
It's
to
better
count.
if you just write it out. So you can write
So,
1 and 2, 1 and 3, 1 and 4.
oh, I get you. Oh, okay.
Okay. So do you do them over again? So like if you did,
No, you don't do. You do
Grouping.
1 and 2, but you don't do 2 and 1
okay, so you got 1, 2, 1,
because you
3,
just
1,
pair
4,
them together.
4, so it's 4.
2, 3, 2, 4, and 3, 4. So should
Yeah,
it be
so I'm only
Six.
getting
Yeah.
6.
I think
think
it should be
it's 6,
6.
yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
Soccer shoes.
I had to step away. Let me double check your answers here. You have true, and then you mark the second 2 on number 4. Oh my goodness, you guys got way far fast. Construct a QQ plot, and
Yep.
then the largest variance is less than 4 times the smallest variance.
Yep.
Perfect.
Yep.
Okay, and then 6. We're good. I'm caught up. Sorry, I had to walk away.
Is there a special Excel way to sort those? Or do you just have to do it like that?
You could do some. I think you're just gonna have to copy it.
Yeah. It doesn't
Nothing
really
comes to
matter.
my mind off the top of my head, but that doesn't mean there isn't.
It's
I
not
am.
easy.
I am finding that I am not an Excel expert by any stretch of the imagination. Okay. Okay, do you guys have number 8?
27.208. Is that right?
That's what I have.
Yep.
So what you got, Robert? Are you there?
I think I did it wrong. Wait, which is this for the soccer shoes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh man, I did the wrong data sets. No wonder, because I'm like, my numbers are way different. I apologize.
No, you're fine.
Sorry, while you're figuring that out, Stephanie, I have a question. Do you know by chance if this Math 221 is the same as statistics at BYU called Math 121?
Not that I know of. My son is in a statistics class down there, and he was asking me this question, and I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. And then something else. In fact, I sent his problem to Brother Polson, and then something else in there. I found out it's called +4, and they used to teach it in this class. So I'm wondering if maybe the rest of his class might be alike, and that was just one thing we dropped and he didn't. But I don't know. I don't know what his class is.
Well-
121, you said? I mean, 120?
121. I'm just asking because I live near Provo and I was going to get a tutor, but I do better with like in-person people.
Yeah.
And the tutor that I found, they tutor for Math 121.
Let me ask him.
And so I wanted to just have her go over the review for the test with me, just so that I can make my notes. And I'm trying to at least get a B on this test instead of a C.
So when you say one-on-one, would one-on-one through Google Hangouts work for you or not really?
Well, maybe, but I tried to get a tutor through the BYU Idaho,
Mhm.
and like I went through all the steps that it says in iLearn, and it never let me get a tutor. And so I was like, I don't know how to do this, I guess, or I don't know, maybe they were all full and that's why it didn't let me do it.
I don't know. I
And
know
so-
last semester there were several students that had an on-campus tutor. And so they went to campus and had a tutor. But I don't know about the online.
My B361 class, my tutor is an online campus tutor. I mean, yeah, on campus tutor, but he does online sessions for me.
Hmm.
It's been full the week you looked, and if you look ahead a week after, you might be able to find one.
Okay, I'll try it again. I just
His stats is 201.
201. Okay.
Yeah. But so I don't know if his is intro. What's the name?
What did you guys get for the answer again?
Um,
27.208.
Yes. Okay.
okay, what did you guys get then for the maximum variance?
53.158.
That's what I got also.
Yeah.
And I don't know, while you guys have been talking, I've been plotting these and they all look pretty normal to me.
His stats is stats for engineers and scientists.
Oh, yikes. That's not what I'm going for.
Yeah, that's pretty sure. But after he was done, I found out that it was that +4, and Brother Bennett had explained that to me when I was in the class. It explained it in an office hour. Because somewhere in your stuff, you'll see something that says +3. Page or something. And so we were asking him about it, and he dropped that section from his course. And that's what my son was trying to do. And yeah, once I went back and saw that, then I realized what he was doing. But I didn't know how to do it. But Patty, if you want me to go over it with you or whatever, I'm willing to.
Okay. I just
So-
feel bad because like I know that you're busy and I don't know. I don't want to waste your time.
That's what
Like I feel better about this test than I did the last one, but I just want to make sure.
Okay.
So
So I know you'll go through them with your group, but why don't you take that 15 and then give me a jingle and we'll hop on probably go in my Adobe Connect room and then we can go through everything and then you can still go through it with your class and then that gives you an extra review
okay.
for it. Okay.
Okay. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Okay, did you guys for number 10, did you get true?
I said true.
Okay, number 11, did you guys actually graph them? I graphed them and they all looked normal to me.
Sure.
Yeah.
I didn't graph them. I'm going to go off of what you said.
Teamwork. Teamwork.
Teamwork, there we go. All right, number 12.
So, well, you talk about teamwork. When I was in the class, one person would screen share and actually do the work while everybody watched, and then everybody could see it and understand how to do it, even though not everybody had to do it.
Yeah. We started doing that at the beginning, and I think everybody liked doing it because then we caught, like some of us would miss numbers or, you know what I mean? We started catching things that the other person was doing wrong.
Yeah.
After I'm off my meeting, Kate.
Okay, did you guys get an answer for 12?
Sorry, I haven't got mine yet. Just a second.
Mom, can I do it by my own?
0.309.
I want.
That's what I got also.
Reiki, go in my.
Just delete 6.
Like one?
Just delete, yeah, that,
And do it.
what column is it? I don't know. The data that's in column F. variable 6.
Hey, Mom.
Yeah.
But you said, did you say 3092?
Not,
309.
not one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Three decimals.
Not one. Okay.
Okay, 0.309.
Yep. Okay, number 13, it's off to the right.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's time
Okay.
for the hot dog.
Oh man.
You guys aren't excited about hot dogs?
No, it doesn't matter which way we put in the data, right? As long as
I
we just divide them
don't
into the group.
think so.
I don't think so. Just label them so that you know which is which. Because sometimes they'll ask you a question about a specific set.
Okay.
Okay, so the first one we're doing calories, right?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that what it said? Okay, so I'm very naive. What's the difference between beef and meat?
I think one's
Or do I
made from
not
pig,
wanna know?
one's made from beef.
Yeah, they might mean pork. I don't know. Meat's very not very specific.
I'm not sure what meat is.
I would consider beef and poultry both meat as well.
Exactly. I think they all fall into the category of meat, but whatever. Okay.
Can I put poop in mine? Can I put poop in mine?
Yep, but go put it back in
So-
my one, please.
Can I put it?
Oh, now we got to do QQ plots. Oh, man. I am not doing very good here.
Are you doing your QQ plots by hand?
No, I'm pulling up that other
The-
quantitative.
Okay, I was just wondering.
No, what is it? The quantitative.
Descriptive.
Yeah.
Or yeah, there you go. It seems like a lot of work for a yes or no question, huh?
Yep. You better let her get it.
I know. That is my 2-year-old, and she is a bossy little thing.
That's how my 10-year-old is.
I was like, just wait till it's Aiden bossy.
Okay. So looking at number 14 and looking at all your graphs, what do you guys get? Have you got there yet?
No.
Just let her do it for a minute.
Okay, that is. Okay, baby, can I put my makeup in here? Let me put sweater with that. Okay, so do this and this. Let me do
I don't know. Hey, get that off of your shirt. Oh. Sorry, you guys. I had to get a different computer, and my files aren't like saving to it like they did on my old one. So
I like it better when they ask for calculation numbers.
Yeah. Yeah, some of the I think the Q plots are kind of
They're very tedious. Very.
yeah, I think so. I think they're hard to see. I mean, I think
They're hard to
sometimes
figure
I
out. Yes.
think no, that's not normal, and they're saying yeah, that is, and I'm going oh
Yeah, I think that too. I'm just like, what?
Yeah. Yeah. And also the SPSS is what they used to use in the, see, they've changed the answer key from when I was in it. And they use the SPSS Q plot in our answer key. And so it was really hard to tell if ours were matching because they were just a little bit different. I get you. I know what you mean.
That's weird.
okay. So let's see. So we're on 14, right? Did everybody get their
So,
Q
I
plots?
have all my data in, but my Q plot isn't. My histogram is, but
So are you using the Q plot or are you using the histogram?
oh
Sun-
yeah, I did use the histogram. I'm like, why is this not working? Why is this?
Okay, so if you go to the
Boy.
Q plot, so once you paste it in there, make sure that you sort it from the lowest to the highest number after you put it in.
Yeah.
Is Ryan trying to send us a message or something?
That was me. I'm sorry.
No, it says on the thing it says Ryan left the hangout 10 minutes ago.
On the group chat thing over here,
Yeah, like did he try to get in or something?
Look at my nose.
mine says Robert Thompson joined, Jeremy joined, Patty joined. Mine is
Mine doesn't say that Ryan was there.
So
Sorry,
when you-
my phone's the one that's going off.
when you click on the Google Hangouts tab from like before I went into what we were talking, and that's why. Sorry, I just get distracted easily.
What did you say?
Stay with us. Come on, Jeremy, stay with us.
I'm sorry, we were on this question for a long time.
It does say that. It says Ryan left to hang out.
Okay, that's it.
Oh, I'm gonna snip that. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
So I don't really understand this. So it looked to me like they were all over the place, right?
Well, mine look like that too, but then when I sorted it, they look normal to me.
I think they're fairly normal. I think some of them kind of, for the most part, hung
Like
pretty
there's
close to
there's
there.
a couple that are up, but for the most part, I
Oh.
think that they're normal.
I forgot to sort it. How do you sort it again?
So just highlight the column and then
Yeah.
go to
The upper right hand corner.
Sort and
says
filter.
sort. Yeah. So
Hey, come here, you guys. Come here, just for a minute. Come look at my computer for a minute.
What?
I just want to show you guys what happens when we have these meetings. Can you guys see her?
there.
Can you say hi? Cool. Do you want to show them yours?
Hi.
Very
so cute.
So sorry, my voice went out on my computer. Were we saying number 14 was the assumptions were met?
We haven't got there.
Okay.
We are still struggling through that. I think that they have been met. We know that the variances are equal because so it all comes down to the Q plot. I think the Q plots show that they're normal.
I think it's
Okay.
normal too.
All right, so we agree it's the first one.
Yeah.
Okay, now number 15, there's enough information up above in the directions, you don't even have to put it in your data. So it tells you what the F number and what the P number is and everything.
Yeah.
So we have a P number, a P of basically 0, their level of significance at 0.05. I say we have the last one. We have sufficient evidence to claim that at least one of the hot dogs has a different meaning.
I agree.
I agree.
Okay. Number 16. So now we're moving to the sodium levels, and you're supposed to do the Q plots on that one. Now, okay, I'm going to be honest. I read this, and it says you should see that the Q plot for poultry suggests a possible problem. However, I pulled it up just to see what a possible problem looks like, and it looks very similar to what we passed as normal last time.
Oh.
So I think from the wording, they want us to have that as a problem, but to me, it looks very similar.
So let me tell you my experience with that. Not to. This is the nature of the QQ plots to me. They're just a pain in the butt. But no, I didn't say that.
This is recording. That's okay then.
Good thing I'm the one that grades them. Okay, so I have to take these quizzes before you guys do. And so when I took the test, it told me I marked that they were met. When it was graded, it marked that as correct. But the little blue arrow that it gives me shows the assumptions have not been met. It is not safe to assume each group comes from a normally distributed population, but we can assume that the variances are equal. So apparently, it's taking, they must be that close that they're taking both answers, is what the instructors ended up emailing about.
Okay, so we could put 1 or 3.
Close enough that they're met, huh?
So we could put 1 or 3.
I guess, but just put 1. The last group I did this morning put 1 and it was okay.
Okay.
And that was what I said. I said that they were, so.
I mean, it looked the same as the ones before me. I mean, I didn't think it was any worse than those, so.
Off, and so. Let's put 1 that they are.
Okay, number 17. Okay, so what did you guys get for a p-value then?
Just 1 second. 0.179.
Yep.
That's what I got.
Yep.
All right. Then question 18.
I got number 1.
That's what I put.
There's a quail.
Thank you.
Did I miss a question or something?
No, yeah, like number 16, the first one, right?
Number what?
16? Yeah. I put the
16,
first
yes. Put the first one.
The last one's wrong. Don't do that one.
Number 18.
Yeah, you didn't give me a chance to say, no, I didn't hear a consensus yet.
Sorry. I thought we agreed. Don't do the last one. That's not the first one.
Oh, because it's the p-value is bigger than the level of significance, right?
Right, so we reject it. Oh, wait. Oh, yes, you're right.
So we would say the third one then.
Wait a minute. We have
So what's your p-value? I don't have it written down.
0.179. So we're rejecting the null. So one of them
No,
at least.
you would fail to reject. If the p is low, reject the no. It's not lower than the level of significance.
Right. What did I say?
You said reject.
Oh, no, we're going to fail to reject.
So the no is what you're using.
So 3.
I thought it was-
number 2 is right, and I'm confused myself. So the alternative hypothesis is
That one of them has a difference. So that would be number 4, right?
And I'm gonna go in there and we'll maybe watch you spin like this.
fail to reject. This one backwards. It's number 2, but they've changed this. So usually the second half is always the alternative hypothesis, and this one.
I think it would be the second one, wouldn't it? They're just like reversing
Yeah.
the sentence.
Yeah, they are, and they're not. They don't usually do that.
They're just
No,
playing
I-
with our minds.
I had like 1 minute to get it turned in, and so I'm like, click. So I didn't have time to think it through. Because to me it should have been number 4, but insufficient. But yeah, it's showing number 2 is the right one.
Yeah, it's number 2.
My perfect record is tarnished.
Well, take it again.
I'm too lazy.
You're too late.
Forget
Oh,
that.
get back in there. We'll tell you what it is real quick.
No, I don't care about 1 point, guys. I'm happy with the C. I'm a C student. That's how I look at life.
See, I'm like in this class, I'm like, I have to take every point I can get. I would retake it.
I did
Oh.
too, just because I couldn't stand it.
Oh,
So Stephanie, those are the ones that I feel like I have a problem with, is the ones when we have to like I get like rejecting or accepting the hypothesis, but the word, how they word these, that's where I always mess up.
Me too.
Like, is there a trick for me to remember, like?
Used to, because it used to, they would always have the alternative hypothesis in the second half, and then you just had to figure out the first half. But that is definitely not how that last one just worked out.
Yeah.
And so you have to decide. It all depends on which one you don't ever accept. You don't ever accept. Fail to reject.
Yeah.
It's hard. So, I would start. That's what makes it hard if they change that second half.
See, I guess I just feel like I understand it, but then I get confused when I read all the options. They all sound good to me.
They do. So you have to decide which one you're using, not accepting that you're using. So if you're using the no, and you have to read the second half of this sentence. If that matches your no, which would be that the means are all, there's no difference, then you would use that sentence. It's so hard to explain. It was so much easier when they said. So just think of it as an equation itself. You have to look at your null or your alternative and decide which one you're going to use. If you reject the null, you're going to use the alternative, and then match your hypothesis. And so, does that make sense?
Yeah. I think maybe like I'll just maybe go back and practice doing that off of all of the preparation and homework assignments.
Quizzes, go to your quizzes.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Place to practice that. But you just have to think of it as an equation of, okay, this is what we're using. This is what we've proven. Oh, see, usually you're trying to prove the alternative hypothesis, and that's why it's usually what it says. Is that it usually says the alternative hypothesis, and either you did prove it or you didn't prove it. And why that one was backwards, I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. I'll work on that then for the review
Just
and
think
stuff.
about what you're trying to prove or what you decided. I know it's so, I always got them mixed up, but once I started using that, then it worked. But that last problem, obviously it didn't work. It was just backwards.
Okay.
All right. Well, we don't have to actually record our last meeting. We don't have, like on Thursdays, we don't have to record it. We don't have the homework, but I think the group quiz is actually a review for the exam. And I did
Right.
read on there that we're supposed to do it before we get here, and then
Correct.
we can do it again together.
Correct. That's what you're supposed to do. You take it by yourself the first time and then come to your group and do it the second time. So that's really going to make your group meeting much shorter, because if everybody gets the question right, then you don't have to discuss it. You can
Okay.
just go through the ones that everybody got wrong. If I were you, I would have a paper, write down your answers so that you don't have to recalculate everything. As you're going back to it the second time.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
That sounds good. All right. So, anybody have any other questions?
and email when you have it done.
I think.
Okay. Well, good luck to everybody on your exam prep. And we'll see you on Thursday,
Okay.
Sounds good.
noon Standard Time.
Okay, thanks.